What's up, everybody? This is TJ Tassone, mortgage broker, owner of Tate & Capital. Today I'm going to talk about 5 fun things to do in Denver as a cat owner. And in the meantime, I'm going to introduce you to my cats. This is Luca on my left and Leo on my right. And if this is the first time you come to my channel, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button at the information below so you have access to my videos as they come out every single week. Let's hop right into it. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to talk about being a cat owner in Denver is this new concept, well, relatively new concept of cat cafes. And so as it sounds, it's a cafe where you can get, your basic coffee type of drink. And then there's also cats in the area. So it's really cool because it's, like I said, very relatively new. So this particular one is called the Denver Cat Company. Denver Cat Company is one of the first few cat cafes in the US. What's really interesting about the cat cafe concept is you're able to go in, enjoy your coffee, have the attention of friendly cats, get to play with them. But what makes it special is the platform that the Denver Cat Company is used to set up to help adopt cats out. So being able to play with a cat and just kind of enjoy your drink and then have the potential to actually adopt it as your own cat is a very exciting concept, because when you're going to adopt animals, you don't know how they're going to be around you. So it's always good to kind of feel them out, feel what their energy's like, see if they like pets under the chin, if they like them behind the ears. If you try to pick them up, are they going to get upset with you? So those are all the things that, it's important to know, as a cat owner, and being able to see their body language in action is really important. So, you have the ability to go walk-in basis, or you can schedule appointments. They do prefer scheduling appointments just because you may not be able to get in on a walk-in basis because it's really very popular. So they're located on Tennyson Street in Denver in the Highlands. It makes sense that it would be in the Highlands. It's a very trendy area, a very popular area to be. Definitely recommend, if you're a cat person, going to check them out just because it's a really fun environment. Highly recommend it. And let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, so I want to talk about another thing to do as a cat owner or as someone who wants to become a cat owner, and that's to go to the Dumb Friends League in Denver. So the Dumb Friend League is a very large animal shelter, and they have, dogs and cats in there. And so kind of bring up a story. So when I first moved to Denver, I was unfortunately not able to bring my animals from my childhood family house. So I ended up moving to Denver after college and decided I'm really bummed I don't have my cats anymore. And so, I spoke with my mom. She said, maybe you should go look at, adopting a cat and just kind of see how that goes. And so what ended up happening was I had a girlfriend at the time who was a veterinary technician who actually worked at the Dumb Friends League. And so she said, there's a lot of cats that are in here all the time, whether they're kittens, or young adults or kind of older elderly cats. So you have the ability to come in, and I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was like this huge room with lots of cats in it, and you could see them just running around, playing around. So you had the ability to go in and just kind of play with them and, see which cats were on the list to adopt. And so what ended up happening was she saw a cat that she thought was really friendly and said, you got to come in and meet this cat. We went in, and I went into the room, played with him. Then they gave us like kind of an individual room where I could kind of play with him, just me and him. And so that cat was, on my right, that was Leo. I've had cats my whole life. He was probably the most affectionate, friendly cat that I've ever had. He was walking up and would head bump me. And then I remember the first night I had him, he wouldn't leave me alone. He was just so happy that he wasn't in the shelter. He was purring the entire night, was, head bumping against my face, just licking me, kissing me, whatever you want to call it. So that experience from the Dumb Friends League helped set up so much excitement and happiness and joy from being able to have that particular cat, that I highly recommend going to that location to be able to see what kinds of animals are available, because there's a lot of animals that deserve a home, and going into a breeder and buying an expensive animal when you could get something very similar at a shelter and save its life is definitely something I really support. Highly recommend checking out the Dumb Friends League next time you're in Denver, or if you're looking at adopting an animal. Another topic I want to talk about is what you do with your cats when you go out of town. So for me and my girlfriend, we're very lucky that we have a couple of friends that live really close by, and they're, usually willing to, take a spare key and pop by our house and, feed our cats in the nighttime. So what we have is we have a setup where we have an automatic feeder where we feed our cats in the morning because they're usually really annoying. And, if you're a cat owner, you know that cats walk all over your face. They turn around, they walk up to your chest, turn around, put their butt right in your face. So as soon as that happens, you usually get woken up. So what we did is we got an automatic feeder that goes off, about 5:30 or so in the morning. So that way they don't wake us up, and then we just give them, cans of wet food at nighttime. But that being said, when we're looking at heading out of town, let's say that, worst case scenario, we're not able to have one of our friends watch our cats for us. I recently found this company, it's called Meowtel. So like hotel with meow in front of it. And so what it is it's a website specific to searching for cat sitters. Usually ranges from, $20, $30, something like that for like a 20, 30 minute kind of pop in to feed them and play with them, give them kind of some socialization. So that way they're not, stuck home alone, by themselves for however long it ends up being that you're out of town. Definitely a really cool concept. Everyone talks about dog sitters, but it's really a new kind of occurrence to have a website specific that's catered just to cats. As cats are so much more independent, all you have to do is feed them and clean the litter box or put the food out for them, and they're kind of on their own. You don't really need to check in on so much. But cats do want to have energy. They want to be around people. I don't know if you've ever had cats before, you know that when you're on the couch watching TV or you're on bed, the cat's usually laying next to you, whether they're sprawled out, or I like to call it cat boating, when they, kind of sit like on their paws, like forward, and their head sits out. I just kind of think of like one of those like boats with like a maiden voyage with like a mermaid on the front. Just picture that with a cat head, and that's how you get that's how you get the cat boat. So anyways, Meowtel, definitely someone to take a look at. I'll put in a link below just so if you have questions, you can definitely go check it out on your own. And we'll hop into the next one. Another thing I want to talk about as a cat owner, someone who wants to become a cat owner, is a store called Just Cats in Denver. Thinking about being a cat owner, you always want to be able to stimulate your cats. So getting the right types of toys is important for your cats. So if you have, multiple cats, it's good because that means they'll be able to play with each other and run around. But, things like laser pointers, pieces of yarn, boxes, pieces of aluminum foil, things that look like birds, that make noises, that have like crunchy, crisply noises, if that's a word, crisply. Those are types of things that cats really like to play with. So it's important that you go to a store that's going to have high quality products and that you're also supporting animals along the way. This particular store, Just Cats, they opened in 2018 and they have a motto of being able to help out cats as much as possible. So what they do is they donate money from, percentage of every sale that happens at the store. And so since opening in 2018, they helped 403 cats find homes. So that's a very, sustainable effort, really admirable atmosphere that they're really trying to accommodate to within what they do at the store. And so I highly recommend going to check them out. If you're going to be adopting animals or you're going to be contributing money to something, you might as well be contributing to a great cause, whether you're going to the cat cafes, you're going to the animal shelter specifically, or you're going and shopping at a store. These are all places that really have great mentalities toward helping cats out. So highly recommend it. Again, it's called Just Cats. The address is below. Go make sure to check it out. All right, guys, so the last thing I want to talk about and something that's very unique is the Denver Cat Alley. When you think of a Denver Cat Alley, what do you think of? Just lots of stray cats meowing and crying around, scratching at things. But what's really interesting about this is that it's actually not real cats. So it's between 14th, 15th and Market and Larimer Street, downtown Denver. And so you basically walk down an alley, and if you look around, you'll see cat sculptures all over the place. So they have them on windowsills, they have them on roof sides, they have them on decks, they have them on top of light poles. And then you can also hear that they put like some sounds in there too, so you can hear cats as well. I've never seen anything like it. It's very interesting concept. So they actually have about 300 cat sculptures all over the place. So there's a lot of catitude, so to speak, in this particular area. So next time you are in Denver and you're you're, curious about cat things to do, definitely recommend hitting the Denver Cat Alley because it's very unique and very interesting. I've really enjoyed making this video. As you can tell, I'm definitely a cat guy. I love my meows very much. If you guys have any feedback, anything you want me to talk about, any questions about what it's like living in Denver or Colorado specifically, or anything mortgage specific, please feel free to reach out to me, whether you call, text, or email at the information below. And as always, please like and subscribe my content so you'll have access to it as it comes out every single week. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.